And we're back with on the tower. Of course, we'll be filming. I don't have enough for, sadly, Arknight or I don't have enough. So I'm in a position where, because I don't have enough energy on Arknight and on Dr. Ghoul, I can only play one day. But I want to make more videos, so I'm going to be pushing forward the idea of playing the tower once again. It's my favorite game, so why not? We don't have that many videos to do. So, let's go. Should be A-okay. Are we resuming battles? We're resuming the battles. Ooh! I almost forgot that I have to do... Oh, that's important. I almost forgot that I had to do a daily. I know. Okie dokie. And there's a couple of videos I'm not gonna be able to do. It's okay. Good. Oh. Okay. This is the camera. Let's do this. Let's do the screen. Let's do the tower. Let's do this. The lighting is not so great, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. And let's fucking go. Don't blink. It's your Blink. Welcome to. I have to stop clapping. I'm so sorry, guys. It's a habit. It's doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 26th January 2025. We're trying something new because, as I said, oh, this is gonna be a weird video. This is an announcement, but before we even start, we're gonna be trying something new. I started recently doing 2 sets of videos per day instead of doing 1 set when I'm doing 4 or 5 hours of videos. I'm gonna do 2 sets of 2 hours. The reason has to be, and I like the lighting that we have right now. And a lot of people are gonna say, it's not so great. I like it. I don't care if it doesn't look great. I'm not about looking great. I just like the fact that we have a duality of outside window, the light inside, VS, having the light from the oven, because it's a bit calmer, it's a bit smoother than just this light is very, very bright. That make any sense? Because it's very, very bright. It's not good. The announcement that we're gonna do, because this is an announcement. This is a semi-announcement. I don't know how much we're gonna do it. I don't know how often it's gonna be. But I was absolutely planning to. So if you guys remember this week, this summer, we did some TikTok. We did some. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Shit. This is what happened when you don't plan your video, by the way. So this summer we did some videos. We did some videos where I was outside, I was looking at the sunrise, at the sunset. I was looking at a lot of videos. I just noticed that I have 33 gigs of data. I'm only using a couple because I'm not out a lot. I'm filming a lot. But the reality is today, it is 0 degree outside. It's a beautiful day. It's kind of cloudy, but at the same time it's nice. So I would totally go walk outside, and it's not the biggest live, it's not the biggest walk because I'm out of shape, but just to be outside a little bit. So let me know what you guys think. Also, when we do the sunrise this summer, I would go TikTok live. It's not because I had a lot of fun with those sunrise. I had a lot of fun. Once again, I used those sunrises which were beautiful, and I filmed video that were talking about something else versus enjoying just the nice moment with you guys. And you see, I feel like this conversation, for example, we're having right now. If it was raining outside, if it was snowing outside, it wouldn't matter. We were having it right now, right? If I had a conversation with you when it's at sunrise, and I'm like, "Yo, focus on what I'm saying," but there's a beautiful sunrise and back in the back of me, doesn't make a lot of sense. So possibly live TikTok live. I found a way to do dual camera on the S24 Plus. We'll see how it works. We'll see if it works. If it works, hell yeah. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah, love you guys. Do bathroom. Ooh, there you go. Okay, the good. Good. Dominic, it's your Blank. Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well, having a wonderful day. As you know, we're actually celebrating today. We're actually celebrating in 1 week of sobriety. Sobriety from what? Sobriety from Monster Energy drink or energy drink as a whole. Not sure as to why my camera seems to be lagging a little bit. I hope that when I do film, it's gonna be okay. I do apologize for the lighting. We're just trying to have more lighting during the day. What I do usually is I'm a night person, so I'll wake up and the sun is already down, and I'll go to sleep. The sun just got up. That's what I like to do. So I like to, especially in the winter, like the sun goes down at like I think 5, and I'll go to sleep the next morning at 8 o'clock. So that's actually perfect. But we're celebrating with 7 days without energy drinks, which is a huge achievement for me. I'm craving it. I'm craving it. But we're gonna go for something akin. We're gonna go to a Malaysian coffee, Me Too coffee. Never heard of this. We went to the Asian store with my father, bought a couple of months ago, and I bought this, and I of course preferred. It's funny. We bought this a couple of months ago because I was planning on quitting energy drink. We didn't quit, so we had these. I have no clue what it is. White coffee and creamer, Tariq, Me Too from Malaysia. The cool thing in here is that it's been around for 15 years. So it's the thing that, see, it's sweet because you see companies like that have been around for a while, and you're like, okay, well, even if your product is not great, then maybe you stayed in business for 4 or 5 years, right? Then again, maybe the recipe changed for 50 years. The coffee is the same. I don't know, but I don't think it matters. I think what matters is the taste. I'm excited. I used to be like a huge coffee drinker. Now, of course, we traded coffee for energy drinks, so we're going back in. This is 2-in-1, so I believe, weirdly speaking, I'm used to 3-in-1. 3-in-1 is gonna be coffee, milk, and sugar. This being 2-in-1, I don't know what it is. I would put money on milk and coffee. The reason as to why is because I see this and I'm like, it doesn't seem too sweet, right? But again, what the fuck do I know? Enough talking, let's get with the video. I do prefer my bag to be longer like this. The first coffee that we had was Nescafe. First instant coffee. It's instant coffee. See, I need coffee. I think I'm tired and I need coffee. I think that's what I need. The first one was this size, this shape, I guess, versus a tube. No, it was. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I need coffee. It was a tube versus a square. Now the problem with these is it's really hard to open without making a mess. So you're always afraid that when you're gonna pour it, you're gonna make a mess. However, we were champion. Now the water is not too warm because I thought about it because I'm a fucking genius. I was like, wait, if I put coffee too hot, I'm not gonna be able to drink it. Imagine having a taste test of something you cannot drink because it's too warm. Not great, not great, not great. So, once again, Mishu, Malaysia. I have no freaking clue. It's nice because in this cafe, right? I got the juice played by my father. My father's a huge coffee drinker. My mom's a bit less. My mom, she's more so. She loves coffee, but she'll go for coffee that is brewed. So we're talking about coffee pot. We're talking about coffee filter. I'm not that kind of guy. I think it's too bitter. I'm lazy too. I like having my coffee already made up, right? So yeah, we're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. Na zdrowie. Wow. Okay. Now I don't know how much coffee you're supposed to, how much water you're supposed to have per coffee, right? They tell you. Pour contenant. I like that it's in French and I don't know what that language is, possibly Malaysian. But it's nice because there's no English. I'm gonna be translating on the go. On the go. Pour compte. Oh my god, dude! You see how tired I am? This is freaking English, dude. This is not French. Whoopsies. Pour content in 2 coffee cups. Add in 180 milliliters hot water. Stir into dissolved and serve 1 pack mix 1 cup. So they're telling me that the whole thing is supposed to be 180 milliliters of water. I think fuck it. So of course we're gonna have a bit of diluted, but then again, I don't think you need. It does seem like a lot of coffee for that small amount of water. The coffee is really nice. There's a strong taste of bitterness. You can tell that there's no sugar. You can tell it's milk. So you do taste the milk also, which is great. The milk kind of had a little je ne sais quoi to the mix, which is kind of cool, which is super nice. It's different because you're so used to having sugar when you drink coffee that when you do drink the coffee, it's not the same thing, right? Do I like it? Not really. I think the coffee is good. I think it's quality. I think the milk is nice, but I would prefer a bit of sugar. Just by habits. Just by habits. It's like oh, perfect example. I have Crystal Light. You know that I've been drinking Crystal Light for a while. When I go to drink normal water, I'll drink a cup, I'll be fine. I'll drink 2 cups, or I'll drink a liter. I'll be like, it's a bit boring, you know? So I think this is it. However, I'm torn because it does the job of a coffee, which is making you awake. It does the job of the coffee, which is giving you caffeine. It has a taste of coffee, right? Just lacking a little bit of sugar. Is every coffee sweet? No, and people prefer that. You know, I would actually prefer a company that does 2-in-1, a company that does 3-in-1, because 3-in-1, every single thing is added. If I knew that it was not sweet, I would have had sugar myself. Then again, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Plus, there's only 15 bags of it, so that's 1 day. That's 15 days. That's 2 weeks. It's not a big deal. We'll survive. That's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. It's doing well because having a wonderful day on this 26th January 2025. I hope the lighting is good. I hope it doesn't bother you that we're having this. Today we're talking about a special video. I'm extremely excited to do this video. I did this morning because yes, this is my second round of videos. We're gonna be filming twice today. It's my second round of videos, and the first one I did was I did a shout out to GMM, Good Miracle Morning, right? And it's kind of fun because, you see, I should have done that before. Should have given you guys. I give you guys my favorite movies, my taste in music, but I don't tell you what I listen to on social media. And we're on social media, right? So we're gonna be treating this as a top five. It's not a top five. So the plan wouldn't be to be doing a top five. It would be to do my top favorite, my favorite content creator, my five favorite content creators. Sorry, we're a bit tired, for today, and then come back in maybe a year and do so. So before we even start, since this is the first edition, since this is episode one, I have some special mention to do. Those special mentions that I have to do are I'm gonna have to go with Kitboga. You see, Kitboga. Kitboga is very, very, very odd. Very, very odd. So Kitboga, as you don't know, is a scam baiter. So I'm gonna give you guys the name of the channel. I'm gonna give you guys the name of the channel, and I'm gonna be telling you, okay, why do I like them? Right? There's only five of them, but there's three special mention. So Kitboga, you guys know that I love him. I made a lot of videos about him. I made a lot of videos saying why I love him. But if you didn't watch those videos, very, very close, very, very quickly. He's a scam baiter, so he's gonna call scammers, gonna waste their time, right? Kitboga was the very first scam baiter that I saw. Then I saw Scammer Payback. I saw Trilogy Media. I do prefer Kitboga, right? But at the same time, Kit is in a very weird sphere of in. It's funny because I discovered Kit a little bit before the pandemic. A little bit before. Okay, let's fucking go. Kit is in a really weird position of I used to love his content. In the sense that I would watch his video more and more and more time. Now, the greatest thing with Kit, and actually, there's no order to this. It's not number 5, it's number 4. I think Kit will be the favorite one, but he has to come into the special mention and not in the top 5 for a very specific reason. So the reason why he's not in the top 5 is in a specific place where right now he has a second channel which is more Kitboga, which is complete calls. Talking about 7 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, which is perfect for work. Kitboga, the charm of his streams are it's super entertaining. He's gonna play RuneScape, he's gonna be talking to the scammer, but also the chat is super active. The chat is super funny. I saw the chat. I've been in his Twitch stream. I think I've laughed harder in his Twitch stream than I've laughed watching his video. But there's 2 cases in which I do like Kitboga. I would like him in a live stream where I can talk with people, and I would also like him in a not radio, but an audio version of it. So Kitboga do some prank calls. Prank calls are me, my voice calling you, your ears, you answer with your voice. So it's more audio than visual stimulation. Kit has been making a lot of effort for the stimulation for the visual. So he wears costume, he wears wigs, he pretend like he has a bicycle and he's going places, which is really, really sweet. And yeah, I do like him. Or the second place that I like Kitboga is at work when I'm doing something and I'm just listening to him, right? But I like those 2. The question is, and that's a bit of problem. And it's nothing against Kitboga, right? Maybe that's me because I like to do 2 things, 3 things at once. Right now we're filming a video. We're filming a gameplay in the same phone. We're filming this gameplay, right? You see it. And I'm filming this gameplay, right? So I have a tendency to do all that at the same time. With Kit, I've watched his video multiple times, the whole channel multiple times. I don't know if I would be able to watch Kitboga doing nothing. If there's no chat to entertain me, I don't know if I would watch him. And I don't know if that says more about me as a content viewer or him as a content creator. So it's gonna be a special mention because I love him, but once again, I love him and those 2 particular reasons. Even then, I'm gonna find myself. There's a very small problem. It happens once. And over 4 years of listening to Kitboga, I was watching this video, this 9 hours hot dog, the hot dog calls, from my favorites, and I was watching it again and again and again because it was my favorites, and I was reading the comments, right, and then I was reading the comments and I was laughing with the people, with Kit, and then I watched it. I think it was like a month later, right? And I rewatched the video and I rewatched the comments and I was like, ugh, I've already read that, you know? So, yeah. But then again, it's me. People nowadays, with Kit is actually a really, really special. With Kit's gonna put a 9 hours video, most people are gonna say, oh, that's too long to watch. I'm gonna be watching it multiple times, you know. So it's really weird. We also have a special mention for you already know it, Avocado. Avocado. We're keeping in the same thing most of the time when I talk about the YouTuber that I watch. Again, I'm very loyal. I listen to the same people. Nick is also weird. He would be part of the top, but he has to be a special mention. There's a very special reason as to why. It's nuts because it's nuts because with Nick, he used to do amazing video. I love the videos. I love the video they did 4 or 5 years ago, right? And it was a guy that's talking about A, B, and C, just like me, right? And he would change subject, almost ADHD, and then he would jump around, the House of Pain song, and it was really, really entertaining because you saw a guy eating, but you also saw a guy talking, right? And I was like, okay, well, this is entertaining because again, at work, even if I don't see Nick eat, I'll survive. See, I used to. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm complicated to follow. I'm sorry. I'm confusing, but I was working a lot back then. I was working 8-hour shift plus I was streaming a 5-6 hours a day. So of course the content creator that I was watching would be content creator that I could also listen to at work. So Kid Boga and Nicolado Lacaro, and both of them had a lot of content, which is what I'm looking for, right? Nick used to do amazing video. Then there was a drama with Stephanie So. And after the Stephanie So drama, he got hated, and he got hated, and he got hated. And then he did some farm for hate views. So what he would do on purpose to make people mad. Like, for example, I remember there's the Travis Scott burger at McDonald's. And then he would call him Travis Cooch, right? And then he would say that David Dobrik stole his career. It was supposed to be him. And he's joking, it's a character that he's playing. And ultimately, I like the fact that he's a character. I like the fact that he's able to be entertaining. He studied theater, so I like the fact that he's able to be theatrical, if you will. However, there's line that you shouldn't cross, and at the end, it was just like you watch a 40 minutes video, and 15 minutes of that is him plugging his cameo, which is cool. It's him screaming or screaming, it's saying it's your fault. I'm gonna call Ashley, or it was really repetitive. Now, Nick Ocado, I do watch his video. Now watch his old video. The new content, even since he lost weight, I like this Nick Ocado because he's more calm, but he doesn't post enough. Oh, there's a beautiful sun. We should go out and do a TikTok live walking. You want to do that? I'm down to do that. However, we have to finish those videos on TikTok uploading. The second we're gonna be uploading. Okay. I don't care. Yeah, we're not done. We're not even close to being done. Shit. Because I kind of fucked up. All in the first 5 minutes. I didn't check the weather, and as I start uploading, which is the tower, which is a 27 gigs video, I saw the weather and I was like, oh, you should do a TikTok outside. So it's kind of bad. So Nicolado is the second mention. The third mention is DSP. Once again, we're staying in the mentality of every other video that I've ever done with the content video that I already watch. DSP is a weird case. DSP, I'm obsessed with the Snortex. I've been watching DSP for now 4 years, and I've been obsessed. Lately, I took a break from the Snortex because it was the same thing. But right now, I'm torn. The thing with DSP is he's extremely entertaining. Might not be for a good reason, but he's extremely entertaining. That's one. The second part is more so that DSP, him being entertaining is also his content, but it's also with the haters because he say fuck you to the haters, right? Which I do respect that. Do I think it's the right thing to do? No, but I respect it. But DSP, my problem is I spent so many years watching him and actually enjoying the content. See, I'll be completely honest. The weird thing with DSP, the weird thing. Oh my god, I'm telling you, in my mind, it's completely fucked. The weird thing with DSP, if you don't watch it streaming, if you don't watch it live, if you watch it on YouTube, actually amazing. I watched his playthrough of Paper Mario Origami King, and I had a lot of fun. It was fun to watch because he cuts off all the begging segment. He cuts off a lot of the things that he said that people are mad at him for because he knows he's doing wrong. So on the YouTube, he looks like a good dude, right? There's also the drama he's becoming, and the way he's talking is super funny. So for example, he showed his leg. I don't remember why he showed his leg, but he was like, "Yo, I'm super built up with my legs." And somebody said atrophied leg, and then he got offended. And he was screaming atrophied leg, and he was getting mad, right? And I thought it was funny. But lately, I've been feeling very bad with him because he did a Bloodborne run about 4 months ago. About 4 months ago is when I stopped getting involved into the store decks, into the is content. The store decks I still watch. The thing with GSP is he really improved his setup. He really, really, really improved his setup. And the haters, they don't talk about that. So it's okay to talk shit on someone when he's doing something wrong, but it's not okay to talk about something when he's doing something right. It doesn't make any sense. And now you feel bad because how many good thing that he did that I wasn't aware that he did, right? And I was entertained by the freak show, by the complete shit show, by the lol cow. And that kind of make me feel bad. So yeah, so there's a bit of culpability, of guilt there. Culpability is in French, I'm sorry. There's a bit of guilt there. No shame because listen, content is content, entertainment is entertainment. You know? You put yourself in a public place, that's up to you. So now we're done with the public mention, right? So I've got 5 more people that I constantly watch, and we're gonna talk about them. They're in no order, right? So please don't think, oh, I prefer this guy to this guy. The first one I'm gonna be talking about is Life of Matt. You know what? Fuck it. The first one is gonna be, I wanted in the list because I was planning to do this list yesterday. I wanted somebody in my list to be someone I know. So the first one I'm gonna talk about is Sir Wins-A-Lot. So Sir Wins-A-Lot is a guy that I love to watch. I think that I like to watch Sir Wins-A-Lot because we're 2 streamers. I think because we're both Canadian. There's a lot of similarity in the way that we speak to people. There's a lot of that fuck you energy. There's a lot of kind of like this not necessarily weird guy, but unique guy. So for example, he'll tell somebody adieu, and it'll make me laugh. So a lot of the things that he says makes me laugh, and I'll do jokes, and people don't find them funny, and they don't understand it's a joke, and he will. And Sarah Wins-A-Lot got in trouble before with one of my viewers because you made a joke, which I understood, which was really funny, but if you didn't get the joke, it was a bit creepy, and the person was like, "What's wrong with you?" And Sarah was like, "Oh no, it's a joke." So, but the thing also with Sir Wins-A-Lot is, although we're very similar when it comes to human being, we're very different content creator. He's more so focused. Sir Wins-A-Lot do not do well. He do a little bit, but very rarely some real life content, which I'm begging him to do it. But he's more so focused on streaming. He's more so focused on putting hashtag. I got told to do hashtag today. They would really help me out. And I don't know. It seems it's not because I'm not interested in doing technical. I did a video about insecurities. So I'm going to talk about that. But I just feel like if your content is not good enough and you need to use hashtag, then you need to use hashtag. But discoverability, people will not see your content and how good it is if you don't give them a chance to see it, right? But I'm a patient guy. I don't mind. But Seer, the thing with Seer is he's very focused, right? He achieves a lot of things and he's very focused. And Sir is a really hard worker and he doesn't brag about it. So that's why I like him. I think he's super funny. See, there's admiration when I look at it. It's weird because out of the list, Sir is the only guy that I know. Sir is the only one that I know. Even in the mention, the special mention, he's the only one that I know. And I talk to. He's my friend, right? And I love that guy. But I love that guy. But it's so mind blowing to see him because we're working. He's working a lot. I'm working a lot. I think he's working a little bit more than me. If I'm being completely honest, with shout outs. But it's the focus, the laser focus that you're able to get and how far it took you. That little bit of extra work, that little bit of extra focus, and how far it got you. And it's an admiration because we're so different, but we started at the same time. We're similar age. We're from the same place, right? And also the fact that he plays games that are completely I wouldn't play. For example, Rocket League. I wouldn't play that. Not because there's anything wrong with Rocket League, but you know, I'm also seeing a lot of toxicity in his place, and I like to watch his content. But as a friend, I also do watch the content because I'm nervous for the guy. I don't want anything to happen bad to him, right? But still, anyway, That's for another story. That's for another video. But I wish the best. There's a lot of hate for his page, and I feel bad for him. So, if I can be in touch with what's going on, how he feels, kind of monitor him a little bit. Kind of monitor the fact that okay, well, okay, is he good? Is he okay? How's the chat? The chat is good. Okay. Not, and it's weird because would be modding, right? But modding without modding, kind of. Second on the list, it would be Life of Matt. Life of Matt is completely opposite. Life of Matt is a guy that I don't know. He's a small content creator, and I love him because he brought back vlogs. I think the vlogs are 40 minutes, an hour 20. You really focus on that, and it's just chill. And it's funny because you look at Life of Matt, and I wanted to put those two together. Sir Wins a Lot 3. Sir Wins a Lot 3 and Life of Matt. Because Life of Matt is, when you look at his life, it's not wow, it's entertaining for me because I care. It's weird. You get attached to these people. You get really attached to these people. But with Life of Matt, what I'm seeing is a normal dude that's doing normal thing. Like he'll do a vlog about going to the grocery store. But he makes it entertaining. And Life of Matt, like the guy is super endearing. The guy is super endearing is a good word actually. He's super I don't want to say younger brother. I don't want to say like a bit naive. I feel like Life of Matt. And the funny thing is, I feel I relate to that because before I start making content, those 3 years I was very in my shell. Life of Matt is still a bit in his shell. So it's good to see that he's getting out of his shell, he's getting more comfortable. And it's a really nice channel. And I like the fact that there's normal. I like the fact that you don't have to have the brightest car. You don't have to do the most theatrics. Just a simple guy living a simple life. It's enough to get some views, and he's slowly growing, and he's growing really well. And he works hard. He works hard every single day at vlog. So I actually do appreciate that. And there's editing. So there's things that he's not gonna film, the things he's gonna film. So there's editing. So that's kind of cool. I think the charm of the channel is it's an everyday guy, and it's living an everyday life, right? Which I really like. The number 3, but in no order. Please don't think there's not in this number. I'm gonna go with ProZD. ProZD. So ProZD is a guy that I discovered about a couple of years ago. ProZD I think he was a TikToker. Actually really popular, actually really nice. The guy is super chill. Super chill. He's really funny. A nerd. He's a nerd. I talk about board game, talk about game. But I fell in love with his humor, his skits. It's very dry. It's very like, oh, why aren't you laughing? This is funny. This is funny. This is funny. Give me a second. I need to do a couple. So, because we're playing the tower. So we're at 1,200. I didn't see the wave. Yeah, we're good. Because of course, I love making videos. But if I can get further and 3 games, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, 3 games by the way. Gangster. So ProZD, I fell in love with the skit. Actually, a really funny guy. But the weird thing with ProZD, and again, there's always gonna be a weird thing with those guys because I find myself very weird and I relate to these people. I'm like, wait, this guy is too normal for me to relate to. Make sense? Makes sense. With this one, with Prods, and I don't know how you say the name. Again, I don't know anybody that know him. It feels like he's very, very, very popular. Oh, I'm gonna have another special mention too. I'm gonna have another special mention, which is very important, that I completely forgot. I fell in love with this kid because he's funny, and I never really took the time to watch his channel. So right now, we're rediscovering this kid because I watched him 4 years ago, and I laughed then, and I'm still laughing now, and I'm like, wait, what else did he do? And now I'm discovering the guy that is behind the mask, but behind the character. And I'm finding a very chill guy, and he's funny, but also very dark humor. And the nicest thing about ProZD is that the nice humor come from a very dark side of mind. So he's very, not necessarily sarcastic, but kinda. He's gonna make a joke about a situation which isn't funny, which is kind of sad, but this is it feels more like it's his way of coping than making something. And again, super chill. This guy is a voice actor. He's plays in a lot of movies, so kind of celebrity and himself. And yeah, so what I think I'm gonna do is we did 3 special mention. We did 3. I'm gonna do 1 special mention, 1 person, 1 special mention, 1 person. The the other special mention that we're gonna have to do is McJuggernuggets. Now, I'll be completely honest. I haven't watched his new stuff. I haven't watched McJuggernuggets in years. But lately, I was bored and I rewatched the Psycho series and I rewatched The Devil Inside. Now, technically speaking, the Psycho series is his Mind is Opium is the best. Ultimately speaking, it's really well written. The fact that the McJuggernuggets is a very special case. The fact that it's all scripted is actually really entertaining, really interesting because you're like, okay, that was a lot of work. That was 4 years of his life. You got people involved. You got really his close friend, and there was cash involved. They were paying them, and at the time on YouTube, nothing was being done like that. Nobody had to hire people. You could hire a cameraman, yes, but you wouldn't hire actors, right? And he did it. He did it for 4 years, and the amount of work that went in. We're talking about locking in. We're talking about 4 years of completely doing nothing but YouTube, and now he lives a good life. He has a home, he has a wife, right? It's a really good life that he has. And a lot of people don't like Major Nuggets, and I feel like you have to take away the person from the art in itself. And I actually do really like it, and it's possibly one of the best series on YouTube because again, it was a pioneer. Again, it was such a strange thing. Now, the the best thing about the Psycho series, you couldn't reproduce it because Meg Juggernuggets was one of the guy that started doing YouTube when YouTube started paying. So it was an evolution of YouTube. So you're having this guy who has a dream of being a YouTuber going on at the same time where YouTube is evolving. Now YouTube is still evolving, sure, but it's more so established. The people that have done YouTube that are retired from YouTube, right? So in the Psycho series, it's good. Now it's a special mention because I do think the content that he put out is actually pretty good. But it's a special mention because the Psycho series to me is once again one of the best series on YouTube. But I don't know if I would call him the best content creator on YouTube. That's something that you should be honored because you work so fucking hard. You work so fucking hard that you don't need to work, right? But then again, I'm seeing people like Jesse Welle from Girlfriend versus Boyfriend. What's going on with that guy? We don't know. I'm seeing somebody like Casey Neistat who works so fucking hard and now he puts out a video a couple of times a week, but it's not the same, right? So this is a special mention. I'm gonna go back with the people that I watch. I'm watching Sam Sulek. So right now, oh my god, I'm such an asshole. Right now, there's this new year, and because there is this new year, we're absolutely wanting to lose some weight. I feel like last year was a focus on making content. Last year we focused a lot on Ing Vendetta, and I think it's fantastic. It's a weird thing because when I talk about Ing Vendetta, okay, I'm not talking about a character. I'm not talking about another person. I'm talking about myself, right? I'm not playing characters. I'm myself, but there is this part of me that understand that in Vendetta character. Sorry. I'm an emotional person, but I'm also a factual person, and right now we're doing both. So it's a bit harder, right? We're going with emotion because we're talking about things that we like, but we're also talking about head because we have to explain why we like them. Ing Vendetta isn't the character, but I understand that Ing Vendetta is this side of my life that's online, right? I was dating this chick, not plural, I'm not an asshole. Although, I would go for twin. That makes me an asshole. I'm twinning. I don't care about being an asshole. This girl was like, don't you have a life outside of that? And I'm like, I don't need to have a life outside of that. I'm good, I'm happy. And this year is more so to build Stefan, which is my real name. Now, the thing with building Stefan, is that I truly believe that by building Stefan, I'm helping Ing Vendetta. And that's the weirdest thing. That is the weirdest thing. By helping Stefan, I'm helping Ing Vendetta. But by helping Ing Vendetta, am I helping Stefan? And I don't know. I'm meeting some amazing people online. But in real life, those people I'll never meet, right? So this weird situation where there needs to be this almost separation. That makes sense, and I hope it does. Probably doesn't, right? Oh well, that's life. And yeah, it's a weird case, but it's a case. And that's pretty much it, honestly. See, this year being the year I work on me, we're still gonna make content. Don't worry about it, but it's gonna be more focused on me. And again, I'm not saying, I feel like if you're not a content creator, it's hard to understand. But there's Ink and there's Stefan, right? And last year we put Ink first, and Stefan. Well, Stefan suffered because of that, right? And I think this year is gonna be more Stefan. But since Ink was here, maybe having more Stefan, maybe even if the Stefan is here versus Ink, I don't mind, as long as I'm working on myself, because that's important too. I'm 32 years old. I'm gonna sound like my father, but I'm 32 years old. I'm an old man. Yeah, that's also important to me. That's also really important to me. So with that, there's a weight loss that I want to follow, and I used to follow Rich Piana, and I fucking love Rich Piana. I fucking love Rich Piana. He's a special mention. Okay, so we're good. You know what? We're gonna do something different. We'll do the mention and the special mention at the same time. Special mention to Rich Piana because he was my rest in peace, Rich. My favorite fitness influencer. Now, my favorite, the one that I'm watching a lot is Sam Sulek. There's a lot of similarities between Sam Sulek. I'll be completely honest. I can almost guarantee that Sam grew up watching Rich Piana. Because the way they're talking, the way they're acting is very, very similar. Too similar for Sam not to have heard of Rich Piana. See, in the fitness community, there was this guy called Ziz, and Ziz was this amazing human being, and he really inspired a lot of people, and those people, you'll see that they're inspired by Ziz. They'll do this pause, they'll do this famous pause, which is Ziz pause, right? Which is this kind of signature pause when you bodybuild. You do pauses to impress the judges. That's what we're talking about here. I know it's hard to follow, but we're making sure that you follow. So with Rich and with Sam also, with Rich, I think Rich gave a lot of good advice. I think Rich was an amazing person. He gave a shit ton of advice. He was swearing. I was afraid to swear. Rich really affected my life. I grew up watching Rich, and Rich was a beast, a fucking beast. However, Rich, there's a part of Rich that I had a problem with, and that part was Rich Piana was a lot older. We're talking about 40s, 50s. So the advice I was giving was more so like a father figure than a bigger brother, right? And as I get older, those advice are like, I'm not there yet. And when you're a kid, it's weird because when I was a kid and I used to listen to the advice, I'm like, oh, I can aim for that. But now I'm a lot closer to the age he was. I'm like, okay, well, I know this is not going to be possibly not being achievable, so it does feel like a weird advice. It's like somebody that it's like telling a dog to fly. At first, the dog was like, holy shit, I can fly. He wasn't born with wings, so he can't fly, you know? But I do really like Rich. Rich makes me laugh. Rich makes me think. With Sam is a lot different, but at the same time the same. So Sam, I'm going to be listening to his video, and again, I'm not even working out, and I'm watching to these guys because they inspire me. Sam's gonna be more so like a friend, and he's gonna be like a homies, and you're talking. He's gonna be talking about macro. You're gonna be talking about working out, but it's stupid because I don't care about macros. I don't give a fuck about macros. But the way he's talking, he's so interested that he's so passionate by that it's like somebody talking to you about Star Wars, and you're not gonna Star Wars, and you're like, oh fuck. I get what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay, I get what you mean. So it's nice. It's really nice. So with Sam, the same case, the exact same thing. And to me, it's amazing. It's amazing in the sense that it's amazing that in the sense that I'm watching people, like for example, if I would watch somebody like Bradley Martin. Bradley Martin is more so focused on the social aspect of a fitness and influencer. I would watch Alex Eubanks, which is more so nutrition. I would watch the Trent Twin, which is more so like a bros. See, weirdly speaking, the Trend twin remind me of the Hodge twin because they're twin. But also the way they talk. Versus Sam, who reminds me of Rich. So I would go for these. And what I love about this list is Life of Matt is a person just like me. Sir Wins-A-Lot is a friend, so I am relating to him. Pro ZD is a guy that's been has went through shit and still survives. And he's a fighter. Even though he doesn't look like a fighter, he's a fighter. Also, we're two nerds, so it helps. With Sam, it's the more so the health aspect of watching videos. And with Rich is the same thing. But now we're missing one content creator. And I'll be honest, and lately the content creator that I've watched a lot is myself. And I know it sounds like fucking narcissistic, but I've been treating this channel, and I don't know if I owe you guys an apology. I don't think I do, thank God. But I do believe that I've been treated the channel a bit like a diary, and a bit like, yeah, like a diary is a good word actually. And I've been treating this as a diary, but I also have been treating this as a way to introspect. So I wouldn't be able to talk to myself. I wouldn't be able to talk to myself, and I'm more so that I do it in a thinker. So I don't talk to myself a lot, but talking to the camera is also talking to myself, because it doesn't look like it, but I have to watch myself talk. So yeah, so it's a lot of introspection, and I've been watching myself to see the evolution, to see what I can improve. And it's not so much I'm watching myself because I fucking love myself, although I've been working on it hard, but it's more so as imagine you're going to see that shrink, right? And a lot of shrinks, not because they're not talented, not because they're not smart, they'll answer, oh, okay, how does that make you feel? Okay, I get you. Okay, I understand. And now I have all of those. I have 27,000 videos of self-introspection. And I'm watching this and I'm like, okay, yeah, I know what I mean, and I understand that. Or that was a problem I fixed. Oh, you know what? I didn't fix that. I should have fixed that. Even the gaming, you're watching yourself and you're hearing yourself talk. And the I wouldn't say the problem. Okay, the problem with ADHD is another thing that you're gonna say you're not gonna remember them. No, because it's not because you don't listen to yourself talk, not because you don't think before you talk, but they're coming out with so many. There's no filter. So a lot of people, they're gonna be remembering information when they write it down. Right? With ADHD, it's the same thing. I heard something, I processed it, it came out. Versus I heard something, I processed it, I noted it, it came out. It's very different. And there's something that I've said where I'm like, holy shit, I didn't remember having this conversation. And it's kind of refreshing because all of these people, and I love all of these people, from Kid Boga, from Nick Pado, from DSP, from Sirf, from Rich Piana, from Meg Nuggets, from Sam Sulek, from Prods. I love all those people. But ultimately speaking, even if I listen to them, they're not me. They're not me. And weirdly speaking, can I be completely offset? Can I go fucking dark? Can I go fucking crazy? When I watch myself, I'm like a father. I'm like a father, okay? And I know it's gonna sound fucking mental asylum, okay? I'm like a father. And the person in front of me is my kid. And I'm seeing him hacked, and I'm seeing what he does. And then I know that he's not acting properly. And I'm like, okay, did I teach him that? I'm watching a video that I did when I was in burnout, and I can see in my eyes I'm tired. I'm like, holy shit. And I can honestly say in 3 years, well, it's gonna be 4 years in May, the 9th of May. I'm gonna have another birthday. So we had the 1st January was New Year. We had my birthday Tuesday, and we're gonna have another birthday the 9th of May. I'll bring the pretzel, don't worry. I never watch my content. I never watch it because I'm like, this is my content. And it's not because I don't like my own content, it's because I fucking made it. I don't need to see how something works. I made it. It's turning on, okay, no problem. Yeah. But these are the content creators that I watch. Let me know if you have any question. Let me know what you think. Let me know some of the people that you watch. We're gonna be throwing in a very last mention, and it's GMM. How can I forget GMM? You thought the video was done, right? We're never done. GMM, and I made this video. The reason why I wasn't sure if I was gonna be including them is I already gave them a shout out this morning. Gave them the shout out, but GMM is, weirdly speaking, GMM. I like what they're standing for. There's a lot of things that I like with GMM. There's a lot of things I don't like. So let's start with the negative. Because the last person. I love the crew. But there's time where I feel like the crew takes a lot of place. And I came here for Rhett and Link, and although I like the fact that there's a crew, although I like the fact that there's people around the office, although I like seeing some of them, a lot of them, I'm seeing this person, I'm like, who the fuck are you? Nothing. I'm not being judgmental. I'm not being an asshole. But who the fuck? I don't know you, right? And it feels, and you see, I'm watching Good Mythical Kitchen, and I don't even know the name of the cook. That's a me problem. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't feel like it's GMM. Sometimes it feels like, oh, this is a. It feels like it's a spin-off more than GMM, right? Good Mythical Morning. But Good Mythical Morning, I like the fact that they have so much content. I like the fact that they're so good with the content. They'll do season, and that's the thing that I mentioned. But it's what I owe to them. Like, my love for jalapeno is fucking red. My sense of humor, more from Link. You see, I didn't watch them when I was growing up. I didn't have YouTube when I was growing up. But I can easily see, and Dirty, out of that whole bunch, and again, we love the whole bunch, they're the only YouTube channel in that bench that I'm seeing myself watch for years and years and years. And I know what you're saying. Ing, that's not true. You've been watching Kid Boga for years. Yes, out of habits. You've been watching Nikaido for years. Yes, I've been watching his whole content. You've been watching DSP for years. Yeah, but kind of like not for the right reason. GMM is the only content creator that I feel myself watching for years. It's GMM. They're such a wonderful universe. They'll come in and it's actually like feeling like we're going to class. Of course, because they're older. But I'm feeling like I'm going to class. Today we're going to be talking about this subject. We're going to have a fun presentation. That's about it. Okay, so today we're tasting every single Reese's product. Today we're tasting every single ramen. And I'm like, okay, wow, okay, cool. And GMM has such an expression, and they're able to transmit that emotion. So you feel like you're living with them. There also been so much content that you feel like they're part of your life because you're watching them for years and years and years and years. There's also the duality. You have two completely different person. A lot of time where they feel like brothers and they'll push each other, and it's nice to see brothers act with each other because it's close, you know. As a father, you want to have kids, but most of all, if you're a father, you want to have siblings that are going to be close to each other in a push. Doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl, sisters or brothers. Ultimately, it's brothers because to see them fight is funnier. If you see your daughters and one of them is pulling the air, like, oh, is that must be hurting? Stop. Versus, oh, they're just pushing each other, right? And I feel like it's a dream, and I'm seeing that with Rhett and Link, but also Rhett and Link is what they're presenting. They're OG YouTuber that are still having this passion. They're OG YouTuber that are still making content. I love the Rhett and Link series. Like, I watched a video and I react to it and they copyrighted it. But I'm not mad. They said, oh, the waiter has the perfect nap. And you're watching this video and who the fuck would have thought about the perfect nap? They did. Right? And Rhett and Link have this very, very important meaning to YouTube and its community. How many OG YouTuber are still making content? How many OG YouTuber are we still liking? Mr. Higa? David Dobrik? Now David Dobrik is back in being liked because he lost some weight. Yeah. Who are we still liking? I'm asking honestly. Who do we still like from the OGs? So there's a very simple rule. They still have to make content. They have to be from the OG. and that's pretty much the rule of it. So you realize that the list is short, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you ask yourself a question, and you ask yourself a question in the sense of, why is there not more of them? But then you're like, there's a link. I'm happy with that. That's enough for me. Yes, that's the video. Those are the content videos that I watch. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh. Is it? Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. We're doing well on this 26th January 2025. Today we're making official videos. We are actually talking about aging 32 years old. Yeah. So we got the tower, we got a beautiful sun outside. We're waiting for the videos to upload to TikTok. Then we're going to go outside and do a TikTok live. My first TikTok live outside of the house. I'm excited. So without further ado, this is look at the video. Tuesday, I had my birthday. Is it too late for a happy birthday? Can I get the last one? Can I get the last one, please? Pretty please. So my birthday was on Tuesday. And it's funny because I was gonna do a videos on Tuesday about aging up, but it's funny because it's such a stupid concept. Like having a concept for your birthday is amazing, but you're not gonna feel what it is to be a year older the first day. So we took a week to assimilate it. I was always a person that found birthday to be super cool, but the principle of birthday to be super stupid. So for example, my father was a big reason behind that. My father is always, oh, I have to play a little bit of the tower. Yeah, we're playing the tower in the background. So we're still kid at heart. Aww, nice. No, we're actually doing good because I'm reaching a new level of greatness. Like that noise? I like that too. I like that too a lot. So yeah, so my father, I was 17 years old. I was 16 years old. I was 15 years old. That second that I would hit the new age, I would do something wrong. It's like, hey, you have to change. You're that age right now. I'm like, I'm that age today. I was that age. I wasn't that age yesterday. I'm not gonna change my old personality in fucking one day. What do you think? And again, it's the mentality, and I think we're expected to mature with age. And age is such a weird thing. Like, oh, this person is that age, and they're like that, right? And it feels like age is also a quantitative of time. So I have a whole problem with the process of seconds, minutes, hours, week, days, month, year. They're all man-made, right? So we're saying we agree on what a second is. We agree on the fact that somewhere in the world right now it's 6:00 a.m. Right now it's 11:48, but we're not gonna talk about that. We can agree on that, right? And I feel like the beauty behind it is the fact that we can agree on that, but also that we all have the same value. A second is a second, doesn't matter where you are, right? An hour is an hour, no, doesn't matter where you are, right? But the age, it should be different because the age is of the person, the experience that they live. I can spend the whole year in this apartment and not grow up 1 year or mature 1 year. People will still say, hey, you mature, you grew up. Doesn't make any sense. But growing up, I feel like growing up is, and again, I think I'm going to be doing this video every single fucking year, but it doesn't matter because I like making videos. But it does feel like growing up is more so, it's more so how you see things. You see, maturing, understanding that your needs are not the same. I'm going to be extremely discussing right now, but I had a very extensive libido when I was 20, when I was 25, when I was 26. I was... Okay. I was talking to this girl about a month or 2 months ago, right? And she was very sexual. She's also younger. And we sexed once. She's like, hey, let's go again. And in my mind, I'm like, I need a break. I need a pause. I need to go drink some water. And I felt old. So you see, the needs are different, right? I'm in a place where I need more stability versus, you see, it's the way maturing works kind of is your needs change, you know? So for example, you maturing, oh, you bought a house, you're so mature. Then you think, How the fuck is he more mature if he has a house? Well, you understand that he needs a house, so that's more mature because he needs something that you don't need, and that needs come from maturity. See, a older brother know that he needs to do something versus a younger brother that says, no matter what, my older brother's gonna do it. My parents are gonna do it, right? Other people in the house to do it. It's different. But this maturity, this 32 years old, you're gonna go to the bathroom. Yeah, I need to go to the bathroom. So it's a hard thing to talk about being 22. It's a hard thing to think about. Well, I'm more mature now because it's not true. And how much that was last year? Yes, was there's element in there that made me more mature? Absolutely. Maturity also come from hardship, right? It also come from adversity, which is amazing. Um, However, if you want me to talk about the maturity of this year, I'd say I was a lot more serious, working a lot harder. For the first years of my life, for the first time in my life, I was doing what I want. To my schedule. My schedule was a complete fucking mess. But I did it, you know? I did it and I'm still standing. It was a complete mess. I had a burnout, but I still did it. And it's working, right? And although you make mistakes, you learn from them. And maturing is making mistakes, right? Also the fact that lately I had a relationship and it didn't work, so yes, that's not a big deal. But I had a relationship where it was also she wasn't older, she was my age, but I always go for younger girls, not because it's weird, just because I mean like with a bit of maturity, maybe. Um, I think as a man, I think we're bound to go for a younger woman because I think as a man, it's weird. If you look at biologically speaking, right, a man will see a younger woman and say, "Oh, she'll be healthier for the kids. She'll be healthier to birth kid." And then a woman will see an older man and feel more secure. Oh, he has more experience. He has more strength. He has more. He's able to survive better, right? I think that's the reason. But again, we're talking about numbers. We're talking about the age. It doesn't really matter. See, well, yes and no. I think age matters for the way you look. The person that's 20 years old will not look like they're 40. I'm sorry. But maturity doesn't matter a lot. And I do feel a lot that this maturity that we're talking about today is kind of. I'm weird. I don't do a lot of self introspection, right? So I'll see something moving, something that I'll do different. For example, I was with my father last week, and we fought. Usually, when we fight, we're both emotional people, so the emotion goes up, goes up, goes up, and explodes when we're fighting, not physically fighting, of course. But then we both go in our corner, and we're both hurt, and I'm not gonna talk to him for 2 days, you know. And the maturity was being able to say, okay, that's enough. Even my mom, I saw her on New Year's, I believe, and we fought a lot, and of course it wasn't pleasant. The first day I just enjoyed. The second day I was like, no, 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 this is not gonna work 2 days. And I feel like it's mature because you're setting up for yourself, right? I think before we even start talking about how am I more mature, I think we have to check out the maturity definition, the dictionary, which we're not gonna do, right? I think you can do it on your own. But yeah, so I do feel there's more time. And I was talking about self introspection. There's things that I've learned in life um, that I don't apply. And when I need to apply it, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what to do. And then you surprise yourself. How am I able to deal with this situation? How did I know that? It's because your brain register information that you didn't know. Someone's going to teach you, right? Oh, the table of multiplication. You're going to know what it is, but you're not going to remember, oh, I learned that, right? So you're going to be presented with a place and like, oh yeah, I remember something like that. It's never, oh, I know that. It's, I remember. So, you know. But yeah, so it feels good to be 32. Still feel good to be in a place where I can make what I do, or content. If I had to recap it, a feeling of more stability, a different needs than I used to have, the same goals more fun. That makes sense. Life is better. Life is better for sure. Life is better, but that's in here. That's in here. That life is better. It is better. It is admittedly way better, but it's in here that it's better in the sense of it's better in the sense of because we're seeing, because we're manifesting that it's better. It is better. We're more grateful out of life, which is good. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Holy shit, we've been filming for an hour 10. Think I didn't put music. I don't think I'm gonna answer people today. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to another video. Welcome to another show. If you're doing well, because having a wonderful day. We have a hard time talking because we made so many videos today. So we're starting to get a bit tired, but it's okay. We're not complaining. We're happy and we're grateful. Today we're gonna be doing something special. We're gonna be doing my very first. We're gonna be making my very first. Oh, you're still very far from uploading, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a TikTok live. I want to do a TikTok live outside. Por favor. Shit. Anyway, today we're talking about insecurities. So we're gonna be doing. It's nice outside. We're gonna be raining on your parade. If you don't mind, and I'm sure that you don't mind. Right? You don't mind? Okay, cool. Insecurities. The reason why we're doing this video is because I've been dealing with a lot of insecure people lately. And it's not like, oh, I have to deal with insecure people. Or, oh, this person was insecure and that fucked me over. It's more so in a sense of, I saw people be very successful. I'm thinking about two cases in particular. Now, I'm not going to name them. But I'm seeing this girl and she's really gorgeous. She's really, really gorgeous. And she has this amazing heart. She is I don't remember if it's a vet for horses or if it's a vet for horses or if it's they're working on the ranch. It's been a while since she told me and I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say her name. But, so we're talking and she told me that she has a self-image issue. Doesn't like the way she looks. And I look at her, I'm like, you're fucking crazy. You're gorgeous. You're stunning. You're dropped. I'm not gonna say dead, but if I was saying dead, dropped dead gorgeous. And it makes me a bit sad because this is your own perception. Or my mom that was saying, I don't want to be in the videos. And I'm like, did I do something wrong? Maybe I'm filming too much. Possibly we're filming too much. No, I don't like the way I look. I look old. And that hits me close because that's my mom, you know. And of course she's older. She birthed me. But I don't want it to feel that way, you know? And in two cases, I'm dealing with people that I care about, and it's odd. It's odd because I've been dealing with insecurity my whole life, but I've never really been vocal about them. I think insecurities are insecurities because you don't share them, right? So actually hearing people say, I have insecurities, it's very special. It's very odd in a good way because like, okay, well, and then I have this friend that says, I'm afraid to go outside. I have this social anxiety. So then, insecurity is anxiety. Is it the same thing? Is it similar? It makes you feel similar in a lot of ways, I guess. It's not the same thing, I guess. So yeah, so it's a duality in itself, right? But I saw those people, and with my mom, phone is too hot. So insecurity isn't done. I could do that. Okay, cool. Golden Tower, extra set. Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's actually a good idea. Okay, that's good. I was 9 away. 9 away from. Shit. Oh, you're gonna be so mad. Okay, never mind. I thought it was health. Shit, I was 9 away. Can you believe that crap? Buy one workshop update, no problem. We do have to buy. Yeah, okay, let's go. We'll take a little break from filming. I want to take a walk outside. It's beautiful. Oops. Okay, so I have to do this now. I have to. What video was I have left? I think I only have the insecurities. Oh yeah, difficulty tower. Okay, perfect. Claim. Right, nice. We're gonna go with Ashley this. We're gonna go with quest. Perk, bounce, wave, chrono, chain, quain, swamp, damage. Good. Turning to a dance song. $35, 160 million. 20 stone. That's good. I'm of course doing it. I'm doing the mission, the dailies for. Oh, demon mode. 40. Let's go. Quest. Mission. Oh. 8. Now, we still have a couple mission there. 33. I have enough.
I'm doing fantastic. Salut, c'est Dolce Link. Aujourd'hui, on fait une vidéo en français. Aujourd'hui, c'est le 25 janvier 2025.
Love you, little bro. No, that ain't one. Okay. Get colder, please. Get colder. Get colder. Get a lot colder. Please. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. Begging, begging you. Now put your loving hand up, baby. Begging. Yes. Thank you, Taco.
This isn't.
Fuck your excuses.
Says I don't need drama. Are you still too hot? Yeah, you're a little bit hot. I don't think you're too hot though. You feel for the first time. Well, I could do that. Holy shit, why didn't I not think about this before? Okay, that's good. It's 12:08. That's perfect. Insecurities. And cut. Noise. I want to finish the videos. Okay, so are you good or not? Because if I finish them, I'm going to be okay. Okay. Come on in, que c'est travail, man. Okay, that's a good idea too. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to another video, welcome to another show. Sorry about this, it cut off, the phone was too hot, we had 2 videos to do. So we're gonna pump them out and after that I'm gonna be able to go outside, do a TikTok live in the beautiful weather. So are we excited? Because I'm excited, so let's be excited together? Yeah, let's be excited together. So we're talking about the tower today. Talking about the tower, which is a gaming video, drum please, or we're gonna do insecurities. I could do insecurities, then finish with the normal channel, then do the tower at the end so we can finish the 2 videos that I have to do today. Let's go with insecurities. So insecurities, I already started this version. This is number 2, the phone closed. Insecurities is a very weird subject to talk about because it's not a comfortable subject. I think the very definition of insecurity is not being comfortable. So kind of ironic, isn't it? But yeah, so the subject wasn't one that I chose myself. It came from a girl that I really like. Not love, but I really like because she's a good person. She has a good soul. She's been there for me without knowing. So the day me and I'm not gonna say her name because I'm not gonna point her out. Hey, she has fucking insecurity. Go troll them. But the day we met, I had bad thoughts. I had ending, deleting a certain game, my game. And I met her, and she was super kind, super refreshing. Then we took another time, and even the second time we talked, I felt so bad for her because the first thing that she said was, "Do you remember me?" I'm like, why would I forgot you? I'm not super big content creator, but you're nice to me. I wouldn't forget you, right? I possibly will forget you in fucking 10 years, but for now you're stuck with me, you know? And this person, in my opinion, is drop dead gorgeous. She's fucking flawless. She is beautiful. She's gorgeous. And she has a really good heart. I don't remember if she's a vet or she works in a ranch. She's like a horse trainer or something. I know there's horse involved. I know there's horse involved, and when she told me what she was doing, I know that I remember like, oh, that's really sweet. That's really kind. And I'm a bit of an asshole, right? And she was talking to me, and she said, and I haven't heard about her in a while. She used to post kind of a little bit, and I was on her channel because I was worried, you know. Like I said, there's, it's, it might be the internet, but you still get the vibes. You still get the vibe that this person is a good person. You still get the vibe that this person is, you know, they're quality human being, quality flesh of human being, quality. They're not waste of air, you know, and which is I'm such an asshole, but I was like, yo, she's really chill. She's really chill, and so I was worried about her, and I noticed she deleted everything, and I asked her, yo, is everything okay? I don't know that you delete everything. Want to talk about it? And she told me like she has she has insecurities and she doesn't look like the way that she look. And I try to tell her, hey, you fucking know you're gorgeous, but she's like, no, you're saying that because you care about me. And I'm like, yeah, but I believe it, you know. And then with my mom, the same thing happened. Not the same thing because I was gonna say I don't find my mom attractive. I think my mom, she's pretty. I think she's gorgeous. Do I find that attractive? That's my fucking mom. Come on, guys, get your head out of the gutter. If you do have a gutter, if you don't, I don't know why your head's in there. Little gutter humor, because why not? See, my mom, she was saying, I don't want to be on camera anymore. You know, okay, ma, is there a specific reason? Are you sad? Did I film too much? Which is possibly the case. She's like, no, I look old. The fuck kind of bullshit is that? But then I understood because I'm like, well, if you feel old, but it's not that you're old. Everybody gets older. And then my mom possibly has this fear of aging, right? Which is very more common than we think. Ugh, that's not cool, you know. You don't wish that upon people. You don't wish that upon your mom. Most of all, you love your mom. She birthed you. You don't know how much time she spent on that bed, but she birthed you, right? And like, oh, you know, I was talking about this guy, and yesterday, a good friend of mine, and it's like, yo, I like this girl. And at first, he liked this girl. He thought that she liked him back, but she didn't. And she was pretty brutal with him and saying, "No, I don't like you, dude." What she said wasn't really nice. So yeah. What exactly happened was, at first he was mad at her, and then we started talking yesterday, and he was mad, and then it transformed itself into, did I do something wrong? Which is a very human feeling to have. It's a very, 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 very normal feeling to have a breakup. Was that my fault? As a failure, thinking it was your fault, and that's insecurities. So like, insecurities is very normal, and the problem with insecurities is it's very taboo. We don't talk about it. I think insecurity is being uncomfortable, and a lot of people don't want to be uncomfortable. And I'm very lucky because those people shared with me, hey, I'm insecure. And I'm like, okay. And as a person that dealt with insecurities, even myself, I was dealing with this, and I never talk about it, right? And I talk about everything, you know me. Even we had a girl that we had a girl. It was a situationship more than a relationship. But it was a situationship, and this girl, it didn't work, and yesterday it was kind of breaking, and then she kept asking, "Hey, can we talk?" And we keep talking. And the reality was, when we were talking, we were fighting a lot, and I'm like, if I know that we could be in a relationship, I don't mind fighting, but it's a friend. That we fight this much, I'm not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. Oh, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. A little Pink Floyd for you guys. And but I didn't want to hurt feelings yesterday, so I was like, hey, I'm having these issues. The classic fucking bullshit of it's me, not you. Even though I don't think it's her, I think it's both of us. I think we're broken people, and two broken people don't fix each other, right? Sadly, because I would be fixed for a while now. I usually go for broken girl. Somebody asked me what is my type of girl. I think it was yesterday or the day before. My answer is a broken girl. Oh, I love those. And see, I'm very nervous talking about insecurities. I'm very uncomfortable. If you notice by the twitching. Coffee. The reality is, yesterday we made a video about why it didn't work. About what I did and what she did, and it was mutual that it wasn't working. However, she did something that I didn't do, and that something was she shared her insecurities, which I didn't do. I'm like, oh, maybe that would have been important, I would have not changed anything, but it was a good opportunity for me to vent or to rant out. Not rent, vent. Renting is an apartment. Hello. So I'm gonna be using the internet to vent. How about that? Insecurities. And I'm gonna be sharing some stuff not because I'm a victim, not because I'm trying to be a victim, more so because I do believe that I cannot expect people to share information with me or share their insecurities if I don't do it first. It's like a party, but there's no invitation. And you figure out that the guy who was organizing the party didn't give the invitation, right? So my insecurities, and I've dealt with insecurity for a while, for a long ass time. I'm 5'4". Hello, I'm down here, and there was insecurities. Of course, there was insecurities of not being the standard, being smaller than standard. I was the smallest of my class through high school, through middle school. I don't remember kindergarten, but I didn't ask because I was afraid of the answer. Even if you look at me, I'm not super pretty. So I'm not small. I'm small. I'm not super pretty. I'm athletic, and although it's stupid, it's all physical stuff. But as a kid, you're being judged for that. You're being the last person chosen for the sports, right? And weirdly speaking, I got a good story about that. I was always the last chosen for sports until I started working out. When I started working out, I was the third chosen. The two popular guys were the chosen one, and then I was the third one, So I was the first of the non-popular. Yeah. And I was in insecurities, and then another insecurity that I have was my voice. Because I speak fast. And for a long period of my life, I was like, oh, I'm trying to speak slower, I'm trying to speak slower. Even my mom, she'll tell me, if I have an interview and she knows, like, be calm, stay calm. She's trying to do good, but it's hurtful. You're like, Mom, I know, okay? I know. It's the fact that she thinks that she has to tell you that's hurtful, Becoming insecure, like, and I know it can be intense, but weirdly speaking, the speaking fast and being weird used to be huge insecurities. Now it's not, because I just accept myself. I speak fast. Some people understand me, some people don't. Is it the perfect situation? No. Could I make a bigger effort? But see, the bigger effort is adapting yourself for others, which is a good thing. But they wouldn't do, not because they wouldn't do the same for you, but okay, let's put it like that, right? Somebody tells you, hey, can you speak slower? If they ask you like that, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't have a problem. I'll be speaking slower, not slower. Slower, there's no problem with that. Even then, you see that I changed the speed of my tonality. if they're saying, hey, you speak fucking fast, I'm not gonna change it, right? And it's not fair because if you ask, oh, you have to ask me nicely to speak slower, it doesn't make a lot of sense. However, I will never ask somebody to say, hey, can you listen faster? I will never ask that. So people will think it's okay to say speak slower, but if I was to say listen faster, I'd be an asshole, right? Ultimately speaking, insecurities. We're talking about the girl that I was seeing, right? And she was texting. She was in the very beginning. She was texting me. She was like, "Hey, can you help me with my Tinder bio?" I could. I'm not. I'm a weird kind of jealous. I'm a weird kind of jealous. I'm kind of jealous of when I'm jealous. If I know that you're out with somebody else, I'm gonna lose interest. I'm like, oh, bro, fuck it, fuck her. She can suck it, you know. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be like, oh, yo, you belong to me. It's like, no, you went with somebody. I just chill with him. I don't care. Even though I do care, but I'll protect myself, right? So she was saying that, and I helped her out. I helped her do a Tinder bio. It was funny, right? Of course, I bullshit my way through. I was like, you should say this, even though you should never say this, because she was like, oh, I'm like, what you're looking for? She's like love. So I said, oh, write down that your hips are perfect for bearing children. So she wrote that. I know that's not nice, and I do feel bad about that, but I said my hips. I told her to write my hips are perfect for bearing children, which means that she wants some serious. Any guy that's gonna read that's like, oh, she wants a kid right away. Fuck that, right? But mostly, well, I wasn't insecure. I'm not insecure about. I'm not comparing myself to others, right? A lot of people say, hey, why don't you get more views? Don't really care. Would I like to be more popular? Absolutely. Would I like more views? Absolutely. Am I satisfied with what I have? Yes. I'm not worried about it, right? I'm not insecure about that. I think that everything happened for a reason. I think everything is supposed to happen for a reason. And I believe that everything will happen when it's supposed to happen, if it happens. Makes sense? Makes sense. So yeah, so there's that. My other insecurities, 1,881. That's a nice one. Just give me take care of this very fast, very quick. Faster than I can speak. So I'm gonna talk very fast, right? And I'm gonna say the alphabet. And by the time we're finished with the alphabet, of course we'll be done. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now, of course, me explaining the situation give me enough time to finish it, but you didn't mention, you didn't specify. Insecurities that I have. It's funny because I don't have that many insecurities. I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty accepting of my own self. I should be more worried, right? Is that because I'm not worried enough, I'm not insecure enough? So, for example, I think insecurities come from a worry. Insecurity, a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, my girlfriend makes more than me. That's an insecurity, right? But ultimately speaking, it's not your fault. It's not your girlfriend's fault that she's making more than you. And you're working in a place where possibly you didn't think about the salary, right? And yeah, so it's a different mentality, it's a different thing, but it's the same thing at the same time. So because you're not worried, you don't have that many. Oh, I didn't even need to do it. I need to do it on this one, my Atlantis. Dear ink. When I make videos, there's time where you see, if I was insecure, I wouldn't make those videos. You know what? Okay. I'm doing a lot of introspection. I'm doing a lot of self-inspection, and with the videos, I'm talking to myself. I think, still like thinking out loud. And that's a lot of it's a lot of therapy. For example, right? I'm gonna be filming 3 hours a day. That's 3 hours of therapy a day. Now, I wouldn't recommend myself as a shrink, but it does help. So yeah, so maybe my insecurities, I feel like I don't have insecurities. Maybe I should care more. Maybe I should start giving a fuck. Right? Who knows? But that's basically it. So I hope this helps. I hope that you enjoy the video. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Please, if you have insecurities, you're not okay about talking about them, it's fine. Do not feel forced. What I would do, I would go on a Discord, I would go on a different server, or I would go on a place where I can be anonymous and then scream it. I have a large nose. It's a large penis, but that's That was very, very distasteful. Very distasteful. I have a large nose. And that would be it, right? You want to know something that's crazy? When I was younger, I was insecure about having curly hair. Because I was the only one in my class that had a curly hair. Yeah. Or my nose. Talk about my nose. My nose is big. In case you didn't know, I have a big nose. Hello. I had a homeless person in the metro call me a Jew because of the nose. Say, oh, you have a Jew nose. You must be Jew. And then I looked at the guy and said, this guy's fucking homeless. I'm gonna get mad at the homeless person? Say I had nothing. I just walk around. But then this particular event, I'm like, dude, let people walk over you. Anyway, that's another video. See how it goes? Another video. Already planned. Love you guys. It's another video already planned. This time, a homeless person called me a Jew. That's the title. Great. So that you're asking yourself, why am I not getting more views? You know? You want to continue with insecurities? That last little thing that I had to say. Somebody told me today you should be using hashtags. Okay, we're gonna put it like that. I'm gonna say it like that. Somebody told me hashtags. Oh, they're very important, and I agree. They're very important. But at the same time, if you're using hashtags as a cushion to your videos, my videos are shitty. I need a hashtag. It will help the quality. It will help the vision, right? Personally, I think my video needs a lot of work. The fact that, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't talk about this. This is super important. One of the things that really bothered me with the girl, with the girlfriend, over the last couple of weeks was she knew everything about me, about my days. Because I filmed it. Like, okay, well, there needs to be a wall there. Right? Not because I'm hiding anything, but because it's a bit too much, too fast. Ooh, we don't have that much space to record. I have to fix that. So yes, it was huge. It was huge for me, and ultimately speaking, it was. I'm still at a stage where the videos are more helpful for me versus trying to get famous, trying to get popular, right? But somebody told me to use the hashtag, and I was like, dude, if you need a hashtag for your video to work, possibly the videos are not good enough. Or if you look at a bag of chips or a bag of chips, and they're constantly saying, oh, we added this, we added that, this is way better, this is the improved version. It feels very insecure. It feels like if you trusted your product, you wouldn't need to sell it. People would buy it. That's insecurities. Anyway, that was a little extra bonus that you get for listening to me talk for 60 minutes. Peace. Okay, so you're full. You're full. How are you full already? Let's see, what makes you full? Tell me, do I matter anymore? I spend my half time joining on the floor. So take myself to death, my own bed. And overall I know that I'm never gonna be alone. And in this song, tell me, do I matter anymore? That my lifetime spinning on the floor. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome back to the show. Another video of the day before we go live on TikTok outside. How cool is that? I don't know about you guys, but I think it's pretty freaking pug. We're doing a part 2 of a video that I did last week about the tower. I didn't talk about the multiplayer, the online aspect of the game a lot, because I'm not a guy that's super interested in that. But there are some factors. So there is a complete on complexity. Complexity. Let's go French a little bit, right? I want to talk about that because why not? So if you go in cases of complexity, right, which is the right word, I would go with the factor that if you don't perform well in the tournaments, you're not going to get the better reward. So the tournament will give you the good reward versus, so for example, people that are placed number 1 of the tournament will get better reward than people that are placed at number 30. Right? In the tournament, there's brackets. So there's bronze, there's silver, there's gold, there's platinum, there's champion, there's legend. At legend, you're getting the best rewards, right? So because you didn't perform well at a tournament, then you're stuck. You're stuck with and I went too positive. Let's talk about the negative of the game, which is not negative. It's just the hard part. Like for example, I'm gonna hate the game called Dark Soul because it's hard as fuck. Do I really hate the game or I'm just pissed? Up to you to decide. But yeah, with the tower, what is kind of cool, what is really cool is the fact that you didn't perform well enough for a tournament, so you don't get the reward. But another character, another real person perform better and they get better rewards. Because they get better rewards, are able to upgrade a lot more than you. Because they're able to upgrade a lot more than you, they're stronger than you. Because they're stronger than you, then the distance between you guys is stronger. I want you guys to think about Comet Point, right? I want you guys to think all the way back to Dragon Ball or Comet Point in general. Your Comet Point is 1,000 and 1,000, right? This other guy got lucky. He performed very well at the tournament. His combat power right now is at 1,060. You didn't do so well. Your combat power is at 1,040. Now there's a difference. Now in the next tournament you're against that guy, you're 20 combat point apart. Not a long one. Once again, he's not better than you. Because he's not better than you, but you get the heat. Yeah, it's hot. It's probably gonna be closing over do it's no problem. Because there's a difference of level. Now you went from 1,060 to 1,200, and you're still at 1,040. There's a large amount of gap. The fact that we're right now the complexity. Right now we're having the tower crown, which is my main playthrough. In the main playthrough we're at tier 11 out of 18, which is fantastic. But the problem with the tower is I'm at rank 18, but I'm going so far that we have free upgrade. What I didn't talk about is the perks, which is every 200 level, which is super helpful. Upgrade your perks. Upgrade your perks, guys. They're the only one who are gonna be. They have free upgrades. So every single wave you're gonna be getting up. These perks are the only way you can get stronger. Because at the wave 3000, every single one of my option to buy. So when you play the game, you can see here with cash we can buy some damage. We can increase our damage with cash. I cannot increase anything, so I have to rely on labs. So now what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to get the lab. So the lab that I have unlocked, there's a couple of them that will make me a lot stronger, but they're a lot expensive. So it's about thinking about, okay, well, what's the next step? Is it to do this or is it to do that? That's a harder step. With the tournament, it's actually really cool because you have a pressure. And the weirdest thing about the tournaments in the tower is you don't have a pressure to execute. You don't have a pressure to perform. You have a pressure to do better than somebody else, otherwise the distance between you guys will get stronger. So also the difficulty is the fact that, for example, right now, right? I got two playthrough with the sword and the shield, where we're both doing, we are both upgrading some Quain. Now the Quain will not help me that much. It's good to increase it, but that's more like there's better things to do. So also what is kind of complicated, the complexity of the game, which is I freaking love it. I freaking love it in a sense, and a couple of sense actually. So the first sense, which is of course my favorite, is the fact that, okay, so I had this tournament, and we're two people with the same amount of power, 1,000 and 1,000, right? He got better than the lab than me. He did better than the lab with me. So those labs that I'm doing, the Quain are super useful. They'll help you with the rogue aspect, with the, oh, I die, but I can upgrade my base. I can upgrade my tower. Now, the good thing with that is, like, okay, well, I can get better. The one way to get better is the labs. So if he does it in the lab with you, he does it in tournament, and he gets an advantage. So you have to plan your lab for it to be the strongest possible. That way you can catch up to some of the players, get better reward. That way you stay in. The crown, we've been at champion for a while. The sword we're able to get to platinum. Then the shield we're still stuck at gold, which is one of the lowest. So this is the hard part of the game, but it's really fun. And again, what I like about this is you can think about the hard part of the game as simple different difficulty, which is a good thinking, but it's not the end all be all, and I think that's the important part. So yeah, be mindful of what you upgrade, be mindful of the lab that you choose, be mindful of how much time you pass through the. For example, right? I was supposed to. So we cheated yesterday. We cheated on the tower. So we have a tournament every single 3 days. And yesterday I knew that I could enter before 7, but I knew I had till 11 to finish. So what I did was in the morning, before I went to sleep at like 2 o'clock, to wake up at 10 to do the tournament. Because the tournament finished at 11, right? What I did was I start my day, and right away I enter the tournament. No matter what, I have a place in the tournament. Now, because of that, we overslept. Because we overslept, I got punished because in the tournament. So I had the lowest rank in every single tournament, right? And then we're going to another tournament. So, for example, another brackets. For example, this playthrough was at gold. It said gold. This one was at platinum. Because we got such a bad score because we didn't do the tournament. It's because we entered but we did bad. So if you don't enter, you won't get punished. But if you enter and you don't do good, you'll get punished. You'll get sent back to gold, right? And it's actually a cool thing that they're doing with the game. They're doing this because, okay, well, maybe you weren't ready to move to the platinum. We'll put you back in gold. Then we can get rewards at a high tier. Because again, if you're the first rank of the gold tournament, you get a lot of reward. If you're the lowest rank, you don't get reward at all. So it's kind of better to be in a bracket where you get the most reward, right? Because the first rank of gold tournament will get you more than the last rank of the platinum tournament. But because of that, we are back in gold right now. This one we're back in platinum. Now this is awful because we got to different playthrough. There's been multiple time where in the same tournament I had sword and shield, and that's horrible because I'm fighting against myself. Right? So what do? I have to choose one of the playthrough to get the more reward, and that's not cool. So yeah, so there's a little aspect of it which I really like. It's a bit of a stressful situation to a game that's no stress. That makes sense. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. We're done with making videos. Oh hell yeah. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm gonna check if I did everything in a perfect world. I did, and I can go film outside. That would be the dream. That would be the dream. Please tell me. Please tell me. Okay, so one of them uploaded. Shit. It's gonna be harder. It's gonna be a lot harder. If it's like taco.